called TSLA, the Tulsa Motors Incorporated. Joe, you brought this one over. I like what I've seen over here. I would have definitely been watching this one coming back down off that 20-day last Thursday, I believe it was, bouncing right off of that. So it came down there and going up from there. Real quick, I would definitely want to see a break of the 20-day simple moving average, which it seems to be hitting that resistance level right now at 187.55 right now, hitting that. You see what happens if it gets through it. Look at, you got to close over here above it, and it just went up. Again, right here, close above it. Even though it was a big red candle, it fell straight down. But directly after that close above it, it went down. When it couldn't get above it, you see this right here, over on the October 19th, it started hitting it as a resistance and just dropped back down. So what I'm looking at right now, the chart really looks unstable. Not necessarily, let me correct that. It doesn't look unstable. It just, there's no major pattern to what's going on, because you see over here, literally a year ago, this thing just tanked down from the first of the year all the way until February, until it made a reversal. And it went straight up and then just been consolidating down. Could be reversing now. We will see that if you start seeing $100 or $190 a share.
All right, so the reason why I brought this to your attention is obviously because where it's traded at right now. I personally feel there's some long-term potential with it, and the reason being is, there's a lot of different aspects with Tesla, and on like a long-term, it's you have to look at, say, when I wanted to possibly get solar on my house. The
Right.
reason why I decided not to get solar, I stated it before, is because I was still going to have to stay on the grid. With for like 20% of my energy was still going to have to be from the grid. And I didn't really care for that because that means I still have to pay for the fee of them transporting the electric to my house and all that other great stuff. So, it keeps my bill still high, because that would basically be like for $30 worth of electricity every month, I'm paying like $40 or $50 just to have it come to my house. You know
Right.
what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
So, but they have the Powerwall 2 now, and I mean they're setting to launch that basically 2 days ago. They launched that in South Africa next year. They basically stated. So I mean, with the Powerwall 2, that changes me as somebody that would possibly go like solar, because now I have that Powerwall to obviously take the solar, put it into the Powerwall, and then always just have that, continual, you know, electricity come. I'm not an electrician, my brother is, but I mean, so I don't really know all the gist of it. I just know that this right here, that thing right there, is like the direction the you need to go and do that.
Right.
So, and then all of a sudden they just recently had the new panels to go on the roof, with their Solar City acquisition. That's big right there, because now we're talking picture the way that we are as a nation, and now you have a company like this that's basically has the potential of literally taking us all off the grid.
Right.
So I mean, if you're
Yeah, we
looking at
talked a lot. We
utilities,
we talked a lot about this last stream.
yeah. So I mean, when you're looking at utilities and certain companies within that all of them, it's basically this right here is pretty much the jockey that I'm personally like for, I guess you could say.
Mm-hmm.
Like certain companies that you could see making some major strides within our nation's, like, use of them utilities right there. It's big.
Right. Well, too, I mean, it's funny that you mentioned that about the power, because I told my wife, I said, we were down here uh, last week straightening up the office. All right, Joe, you've been to my house, you've seen the office, and
Hmm.
I mean, we were sitting here, we were just cleaning like everything you can think of in this office. So going through everything, cleaning up the dust, and what I realized is that in my office alone, I've got 5 power strips full. 5. Completely full. And I told my wife, I said, could you imagine what our electric bill would drop if I shut down this completely, if I pulled the breaker on this office, what it would drop. If I lost power, we've done these streams before, and it's very, very rare that we ever lose power in my town. And that night we did. We were doing a stream. We were in the middle of a 3-hour stream. Yeah, hour and a half in, boom, it just drops. Everything was out. What would I do? I was like, dude, I don't even know what I can do now. I don't have power. I mean, internet, I can jump on all different sources of internet. My internet can drop right now. I'll be back here in about 3 minutes. But by power, oh, Jesus. Remember that, man? What would happen?
Mm-hmm.
What would happen? What would change? So much would change. So
You have
that's
to sit
all.
there and run a generator.
Right. But TSLA, if you're researching a stock, you want to learn more about it, head over to investorshangout.com. You want to check out our stream, head over to investorshangout.com/live. You will see the next stream will be time and date above the video. So, like I said, that's basically all I have for TSLA.